Hello, Whitney George here, Product Documentation Specialist for Aperio. In this video, I'll explain the Manifest download features and show a brief demo of how to generate packages from a story, issue, and sprint. So what is package download in CMC? Well, manifest items document the code and configuration parameters that were changed via the work completed on a story or issue. When it's time to deploy updated code, CMC can generate a package.xml file to be used in a tool like Ant to perform the deployment. Examples of possible deployments include to a QA org for testing, an integration org for integration testing, a UAT org for UAT testing, or production. Release managers can use this feature to auto-generate the deployment from an individual story, an individual issue, all stories and/or issues in a sprint, or a subset of stories and/or issues in a sprint. You can filter by a status value or select individual stories or issues. Release managers can also use the feature to generate a list of all the manual steps in a sprint. Let's go to CMC and I'll show you how to download a package from a story and how to download a package from a sprint. Keep in mind that you can also download a package from an issue, and that process will be just the same as it is for a story. All right, we'll start with a package download from a story. So I've navigated to a story record in CMC. Here on the header of the story record, I'll click the arrow to expand my options and select Download Package XML to generate a record of new code to be deployed, or download Destructive Changes.xml for a record of the code that should be deleted in the destination environment for this deployment. I'd like a record of new code to be deployed, so I'll click Download Package XML. That generates this pop-up window, and now I can see that my package is ready for download. I'm going to name this so it's easily accessible, and then I'll be back with an open XML record so we can take a look at the information that's provided. Okay, so this is the open XML file from my story that I'll include in my Ant deployment process. The XML file shows that there are 3 Apex classes to deploy, 3 Apex components, and 4 sharing criteria rules. Again, you can follow this exact same process for destructive changes.xml if there are manifest items that are removed. Downloading the package.xml or destructive changes.xml for an issue follows the same process. Now let's go back to CMC and do a download package from a sprint. All right, I've returned to CMC and navigated to a sprint record. So now I will click on Download Packages. All of the stories and issues in the sprint are shown and automatically selected by default. If I want to restrict the package to a subset of stories and issues, I can use the Filter by Status function, or I can manually select and deselect a story or issue. I'm going to use the feature to include only stories and issues with a complete status. So make your selections and then click on either Download Package.xml or Download Destructive Changes.xml. That generates this pop-up, and then I can see here that I have a package that's ready for review. Again, I'm going to name this package so it's easily accessible, and then open it so that we can take a look at the information that's provided. All right, so now we're looking at the Open Sprint package.xml file. So we see that as we scroll through this file, that we have a record of all of the manifest items for the selected stories and issues that we chose. This also includes all of the pre-deployment manual steps as defined in the manual manifest items, as well as the post-deployment manual steps. As we take a look at some of the example manifest items, the annotations above each item give you contextual information about the manifest item. So you can see the story or the issue number that the manifest item belongs to, as well as the story or issue name and the developer who created the manifest item. If you have any questions about manifest items or the package download processes in CMC, don't hesitate to reach out to us on CMC Chatter or to your Client Success Manager. Thanks for watching this video today on generating Sprint package downloads in CMC.